Good evening all. How are you all today? I know how Peter Robinson is. He's just messaged to say, well, two messages. I'm very drunk, followed by I'm very, very drunk. So, I'm not sure how that's going to affect his performance. I mean, I'll be honest. He drove like he was drunk in the last race we did. And he was fast, if not a little smashy. Anyway, hello everyone. All four people. Ooh, we've gained a new...
Yellow flag sector 2.
Oh god, that's not good. We've gained a new early arriver. So, what are we doing tonight? We are doing Riilo Racing League Round 7. Cannot believe we're on 7 already. And we are at the absolute arsehole of ACC circuits, as far as I'm concerned. This is Paul Ricard. It's annoying, it's long, it's boring to look at. Right now it's slippery. But obviously it's the same for everyone. Oh, Jamie Swan's here. Yes, I need to add his power penalty. I was tempted to smack into Darren then, but then I thought I need to save my safety rating. Right, let's go back into the garage. Oh, there you go. You can see the messages from Peter. Oh my God, I'm very drunk. Very, very drunk. This bodes well. Great to see you, Martin, by the way. In answer to your question, I still feel pretty grotty today. So it's going to have to be very much a last-minute decision, unfortunately. Right, let me just quickly add the restrictor to car number 113. 11% power loss. Be interested if he's on the straight as I hit that button to see if he suddenly his power just dies. Right, Darren Rayfield is leagues above us, everyone, in terms of pace. I've not actually seen Jamie Swan's performance around this track yet because he didn't do the weekly challenge. But in the weekly challenge, firstly, Kiki, Kieran, if you're watching, blisteringly fast. Good job, man. And then followed by Darren Rayfield, who was not as blisteringly fast, but very bloody fast. And I couldn't get... I don't think I got within a second of Darren Rayfield's time. I'll have to check. I actually went faster in some of my warm-up this evening with full tanks, which is weird. But anyway, it's a track that no one seems to like. apart from Kiki Mack, it would seem. 3 mandatory pit stops, as always. We're into the last 8 minutes of this free practice, and then it's a 60-minute race with... I need to do this. This. No, that's not worked. How's that not worked? This. Why is my... This. There we go. Right, starting grid. We're doing power restrictions instead of ballast again, because it seemed to be more effective. Anyway, on pole, we have Torana Martinussen, followed by Mike Bergeron, who is here. Good man. And then Martin Bjorkvik, who is not, so I can't get Bjorkvik tonight. Keith the Hoff Denton in 4th, followed by Darren Hunter in 5th, with Rink, who's changed his livery again, in 6th. Then it's myself, followed by Jamie, followed by Rayfield and Robinson, Martin Prop, who's not here, Ricky Mack, who I don't think is going to be here, and Andy Bent, who is new to the league, but I think missed too many races, so possibly is deciding to leave it until next season. I should have read out the penalties while they were flashing through, but I can't remember what they were. They're not penalties, actually. They're, hey, Jason! Cheers, buddy. Great to see you. Well done last night. There was some real ding-dong battles during that race. Really, really enjoyed it. Oh. Oh, no, Jamie. Oh, man, that's guttering. Jamie Swan, this actually follows on from seeing Jason in the chat. Jason Daly is part of the DGSR, and we did a league race last night. And Jamie Swan was having one of his better races, really performing well, and had a game crash again. And it seems to happen every time he's doing. Not that he's not that he's done well in most races, but if he's doing exceptionally well, it seems his computer just can't quite believe it and dumps him out. So it looks like, yeah, he's quit tonight as well. That's a real shame. Unlucky, man. Hopefully you can get it sorted before either the next round or at the very least when we start the new season. What was I saying anyway? Yeah, penalties. They're not really penalties. They're badges of honour for having done well in previous races. And we've been adding up either ballast or power restriction. And tonight, I have an 11% brake horsepower deduction, as does Darren Rayfield, as did Jamie Swan. And then Darren Hunter's the only one who's still got some power restriction left. Sorry about that cough, by the way. I just can't get rid of it. I know it's horrible to watch. I watched back some of my earlier vlog. It's horrible. So Darren Hunter has a 2%, I think, power restriction. And again, sorry. And I think it's making about a second's difference in the lap at the moment with the 11% anyway. Based on both Darren's and my time. My time was, what's mine then? A 57.2-ish, 57.3. And I did a 56. Yeah, 56.4, I think I did earlier on. So, I'm gutted for Jamie. We've got a good thing going on at the top of the table as well. I think Darren, in fact, let's bring up the table. Boom. Right, so I've still got a relatively healthy lead, but as I mentioned before, it's only going to be the best 3 results that count. Sorry, best 3. Best 7 that count. So taking out your 3 worst is going to mix that up. And Jamie, obviously, as I mentioned, he's had a dump out in one of the races, so a DNF. And actually, in fact, he's had 2 DNFs. So there's plenty of opportunity for him to rack up the points. And as you can see, he is only 2 points ahead of Darren Dangerous Rayfield, as he's recently been christened by Peter, which I love. I think that's perfectly suited to Darren Rayfield. Darren Hunter's in kind of no man's land in a pretty solid 4th place. And then it's really tight between Martin Prop, who is not here tonight. So therefore, opportunity for Keith Denton and Rink Visser, who are both on 40 points to close that gap significantly. Peter Robinson, only 4 points ahead of Tor, and they are both here tonight, as is Mike Bergeron, so he's got a chance to go above Ricky Mack and Martin Bjorkvik, and obviously Peter and Tor have got a good chance to take each other, or at least stretch the gap over Martin Bjorkvik. There we go. I need to be Bottas, don't you dare. I forgot where I started on the grid, but I know you. I know I'm ahead of you, aren't I? There we go. I can't remember. speaking of the... we'll talk about Grand Prix later. I can't bother to go into it. What I will say is I cannot believe there were even mentions of the fact it's another Mercedes taking out both Red Bulls. Yeah, Darren, you're right ahead of me, so you possibly will get Bottased. Bottased in the ass. Yeah, anyway. So yeah, Grand Prix talk. We'll do that later, shall we? Because there we go. I've got quite a lot to say about last weekend's Grand Prix, which I should have mentioned in yesterday's stream, but I had other things on my mind. I should be out there practicing, but I'll be honest, I'm sick of the sight of this track. Oh, one thing, right? I'm going to tell everyone on Discord quickly. Hang on 1 second, guys. Just in case you haven't, it's well worth practicing the pit entry if you have time in this free practice, because it's an absolute arse. Oh, the other Jason's here. Got some cool graphics for this series. Yes, arse. Well, have you just tried it, Peter? Being drunk and trying to go into that pit entry is not going to work.
I'm well familiar.
Oh, good.
With arse.
I don't think I want to know any more than that.
Fair enough.
Got some cool graphics for this series.
The pit entrance so hard.
He's so interrupting, isn't he? So rude.
And that's an easy one.
Which one? Zolder?
No, not Zandvoort. It was in
Oh, Zandvoort. Yeah. That wasn't
really
nice.
Rammed the,
This one I think is the worst, because you need to be on the brakes before you make that turn into the box, and well, you need to be down to 50.
tighter than a gnat's chuff.
Yeah, absolutely, and you've got to be down to 50 and in first gear before you're even in it, really. Are you saying you've got some cool graphics for it, Jason? Because if so, I'd love to see them. Or, conversely, if you're saying we've got some cool graphics already for this series, thank you very much, my friend. I quite like them. Yeah, with the old table. And can I do the grid at the same time? I wonder. Oh, I can. Look at that. I've even got, just so, because I'm in the lead, I feel the need to boost my ego a bit during the race. There you go. Mini version of the table. We'll just pop it up while we're going. Yeah, anyway, I should have been doing more practice, but I just... Oh, I'm not as fast as Darren Rayfield. Obviously, I now don't know Jamie Swan's time. Won't know Jamie Swan's time, so I can take that out of the equation. And what I have done, knowing that I'm not as quick as Dazza, I've gone for, once again, my tyre preservation, down my tyre preservation route, which I'm hoping will serve me well, and Darren will have to change tyres at some point, which I don't think he will, but it's my best bet, I think, of taking him. That all said, my tyre preservation hasn't been as effective as I'd like it to be. I'm still a bit slidey, but we shall see. Let me turn this music off. There we go. Right. Thank you, mate. I am a graphic designer by trade, so if they were really shit, I'd be a little bit disappointed. Although, I don't spend maybe as much time doing these as I possibly should. Yeah, I'm gutted for Jamie. Let me just put that in there in case he's not watching the stream. I am gutted for him, but obviously he's second in the league, so it gives me a bit of breathing space. Alright, I better do my setup. In fact, I think I've already got it, but I need to load it up and make sure I'm on the right tyres to start with. Yes, I did do it. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Just a little bump on those. Right, fuel. Starting on tyres 10 with half the race distance fuel, roughly. Pit 1, stay on tyres, no fuel. Pit 2, a quarter of the race fuel, stay on tyres. Pit 3, oh, hang on. No, that needs to be like 25 litres as well, doesn't it? Does it?
30 seconds.
Can't remember. I know, because I'm starting on 45. Yeah, and then pit 1. None. Done.
20 seconds.
Yeah, this is good.
Good idea, Marcus, but I never got a chance to see it, so I haven't actually got an idea where the pit entrance is.
Good luck with that then, mate.
Good luck, everyone.
Oh, good luck.
Yeah, you too. Good luck, guys. Right, here we go.
Stay double file.
Keep right? No, I don't want to keep right. This happened before. Oh, someone's gone off. Oh, it's because I'm missing... it's because Jamie's not there. Oh, I'm just going to stay in my area. Here we go. I think everyone's been told to keep right. Alright, that was a messy start, but I really don't care. Long race. I'm not sure where I was supposed to be.
You're in the middle, 3 wide. Left side's clear. You're clear all round.
Ooh, little nudge there from someone. Oh, there's a couple of them being taken out.
Car left. Clear on the left.
I don't know who that was.
Okay, Marcus. Decent start. We can build something from here.
To be investigated after the race.
There's a guy on your right. The right side's clear.
Rayfield's past me. Yeah, I think there were quite a few little knocks and taps there in that first bend. Rick's got a good lead.
Is that Valtteri character?
I managed to stay well out of it. Uh-oh. Oh no, that's too early to be getting track warnings. So, a glimmer of hope is that Darren Rayfield doesn't know how to get in and out of the pits.
Keep it going.
So there's potential there.
Very little fuel left. Box this lap, please, Marcus.
Oh, of course, I've got crew chief telling me I'm out of fuel already, as he does every race. Oh no! Don't be a warning! Don't be a warning! Oh. Right, I'm going to have to be more cautious now on the bend at the top of the straight here. Yeah, you're not wrong. And to be expected, to be honest. Got a tricky little chicane at the end of a long straight. It's just like Monza. Oh, I do love a toe. Look at that. That's better. Oh, that's wide. Right, that's not a warning because it slowed me down and didn't benefit from it. Just a slap on the wrist yet. Would be nice to do a lap without coming off the track though. Darren got a second on me, so did Rink.
P3.
Rink's flying on this track. Obviously, he hasn't got the power restriction. He's still doing really well.
The right side tyres are cold.
No pressure, Rick. Just keep it going, mate.
Look at these two ahead, look, Rink's weaving.
The gap in front has increased. It's now about 2.2 seconds.
Keep him there, Rink. Hey, Chris, good to see you, man. Yeah, it's bloody good fun, I've got to be honest. Oh, just keep him there for as long as you can, Rick. Just so I can get back on the wheel. Oh, I've gone very deep there. Whoa.
Sorry, Rick.
Car left. Be on the left.
Dangerous, Daz.
I didn't expect him to break right there. Just a little tap.
Yeah, he does like to brake test people. So that's whoa! Not good. I just can't stay right in the wheels. It's really frustrating.
P3.
No, not really, Chris. I mean, mine's more expensive than it needs to be, that's for sure, but it's not. I'll be honest, compared to cycling, it's a drop in the ocean. I bought second-hand wheel and pedals for, I think it was 150 if I remember rightly. Which included a chassis with a seat, this seat that I'm still on. And it was all perfectly fine until I had a slight problem with the pedals, so I started the dangerous path of upgrading. Bought some pedals that were about, can't remember what they are, but about the same as the whole lot, so sort of doubled the cost.
It's now 1.2.
And then bought a new frame as well eventually, just because I sort of got the bug. But certainly none of those things are requirements to get involved in this. You could easily get a setup more than good enough and be, you know, every bit as competitive as the guys with £1,000 spent on their gear. Thousands of pounds, I should say. For a couple of £100. Oh, he's done it. He's finally got him. Oh, Rick's hanging it out there. He's got the inside line. It should be alright. Rick's going all the way around the outside. Let's try the cutback. Great driving, you two.
Hunter behind is increasing. It's now 18 seconds.
I was never going to go for a move there. I was just trying to see if I could scare him off the track. Oh yeah, he does brake earlier. I've got to get used to that now.
Your right sides are cold.
Let's see if Rick does the old weaveroo on me as well now. Try and break the toe.
Sector 1 is yellow. Sector 1 is clear.
Rick, you're losing most of your time into the first corner.
Don't tell him that.
Your front brakes are getting a bit hot.
Oh, he's run wide. Here's the chance.
All right.
Oh, I've gone very deep as well now.
Right side's clear. Now on your right side.
That was a late weave.
He's still there. Still there. Right side's clear. P2.
Nicely done, Mr. Visser. Very safe. He's going to have the draft on me now, isn't he? I think he's too far back. Half a second? Maybe not.
Okay, Marcus. Hold your nerve. Just keep it smooth. No mistakes.
Yeah, he's definitely catching. Luckily, not quite enough. Well, it is close though. A couple of tenths.
The gap to Visser behind is now 1.0 seconds. We're gaining on the car in front. The gap's now 1.3 seconds. That's the fastest lap of the race.
Ooh.
That's half fuel. You've used
Ah.
half your fuel.
Does anyone know how many warnings
You get 3, and then on your 4th you get a penalty. I couldn't hear that.
You've got cold front tyres.
Hey, hello Emily.
It's just done 156.77. You've just done a
Good to see you. Now tell your dad to get a steering wheel, a seat, and a game called Assetto Corsa Competizione. Uh-oh, look at that. Oh, you've made me crash though, Emily. Oh. Well, not crash, just make a mistake. I never make mistakes, usually. It's all your fault, Emily. Just kidding. Look, I'll make a mistake again every lap.
The gap in front has increased to 4.6 seconds.
Oh, it's gone up hugely. Oh, Martin, dude. Great to see you, man. I have to say, obviously, I've not had any motivation to cycle or anything at the moment, particularly while I've been feeling a bit grotty. But your photos make me incredibly jealous. Just brings back memories of doing those sort of things, and does make me want to get out. And do you know what? My eyes are, I think, are going to be good enough to ride outside. So once I've just got rid of whatever this silly little bug is, I'm definitely doing it. Because luckily we've still got a bit of summer left. So I could try and at least squeeze a few decent outdoor rides in. Nothing like yours, unfortunately. Oh, Keith is ahead of Darren. Is that through pit stops? I think it must be. Yeah, looks like it is. Looks like Darren, Mike and Tor have all made a stop. Darren, the shunter hunter, that is.
59.30.
How you doing anyway, Martin? You enjoying it? You tired? Feeling fit? Feeling like a Tour de France domestique, or what's the other ones?
The gap in front is now.
Oh, I can't remember what all the other ones are
Right
called.
side's cold.
As lovely as it is in France, cycling up mountains. Oh God, I'll read all that in a second. Although actually now's as good a time as any. Climbing up the Galibio was such an epic experience. The overwhelming feeling you get at the top is priceless. Oh mate, I can imagine. Obviously I had something similar with Von 2. So yeah, I know the kind of thing you mean. That's wicked. That is really epic. Went a bit deep.
All right, Marcus. There's a car
That's
in
amazing. My arse would be on fire
That was
after a ride like that.
27.74. Vista behind is pitting now.
Who's that in front? Is that Creepy Pete? It is indeed.
Right side. You are clear on the right. On your right. Clear on the right.
Nice one, Peter.
Yeah, that was totally accidental. I didn't mean to be wasted.
It worked out nice. Cheers, mate. Is Von too steeper? I know it's obviously a lot shorter.
The gap ahead is now 3.1 seconds.
Yeah, epic achievement anyway, mate. If you're anything like me, you'll be bringing that up at every opportunity, the fact that you've done something like that. Dinner parties, parents' evenings at school, every single live stream, whether it's a sim racing one or a cycling one. Just a little reminder to everyone that you conquered Galibier. Yeah, chapeau, my man. That's absolutely awesome. Oh, Martin, I just saw a message from you. Martin Yorkvik.
Sector 3 is yellow.
Gone too deep again.
Sector 3 is clear.
Oh. Keep giving back time to Darren. I'll close and then throw it away with silly things like that.
P2.
I wonder if Darren's got more fuel on board as well. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh no! No! Darren's got a drive through. I think it'll even out before the end of the race, mate. I'm already on my first warning.
The leader's pitting now.
Right, he's serving his drive through. And at the end of this lap, maybe
You're now in the lead.
I will come in and do my.
Brake temperatures are fine.
No, it's a drive through, wasn't it? Yeah, he served his drive through. Anyway, sorry. I'm annoyed I didn't turn Darren Rayfield's Discord right up. I normally remember to before before the race, but he was chatting away in my ear, and you probably couldn't hear him. But anyway, what I was saying was, I probably will come in to do my stop at the end of this lap, maybe. Trying to think how much fuel I set up for this stop. Yeah, I'll definitely come in on this lap so that I don't catch Mike. I mean, I might not anyway, but just in case.
Look out for the pit speed limit. Okay, Marcus, you should be coming out into clear air. When we exit the pits, we should be in position 2, a few seconds behind
Right, I've
P2.
messed this up. I've done it. Where is my pit box? Oh, there. I messed this up. I think I want to do the fuel here for like a shorter run. Alright, that looks good to me. It was good. Right, so I'm going to have 29 litres. 2, 1. Anyone coming on the pit straight?
Pit exit's
No,
clear.
I'm
Stay
good.
behind the white line.
Right, so I'm back out behind Darren Rayfield, but I've done one of my fuel stops. What I've got to make sure I don't do is get a penalty myself.
The gap in front has increased. It's now about 18 seconds. The gap to then 10 behind is now 15 seconds.
Is that on? Are you on holiday, Martin, in southern Sweden? Oh, nice.
P2.
I'm overshooting that bend every time. This is going to sound like the worst racing driver's excuse in the book. But the sun coming into that first corner is really screwing me up. Mainly the reflection off the track. Ah, no! So you're basically going to have one race left to fight with Peter, Tor, Mike.
Marcus. You're reeling the sky in. The gap's now 18 seconds. That's half distance. We think about 15 minutes of fuel left. The lead car's pitting.
Right, Darren's in for his scheduled stop. So he did have more fuel on board than me. So that'll put me back in the lead, temporarily.
P2.
Be careful, the car's coming out the pit side.
Yeah, it's a good point. The exit of that pit lane's bloody awful as well. This circuit's got nothing going for it.
Cold tyres all round.
Okay, mate.
Thank you, Peter. Oh, I thought you were getting out of my way.
You're leading.
That's all the same, all the same at the end of the day.
Yeah, they do. I think that's what's made it so hard to set the car up. Is that when you go into the pits, you're obviously basing it on the numbers that are showing there after returning to the pits. But they could be scorching hot through the twisty sections and then drop right down here. So it's really hard to know where to set your pressures.
Car coming out the pit. Car coming out the pit.
Alright, Darren's done his second pit stop now as well.
You're in the lead.
Okay. Whoa. Yeah, you're right. You can see if you move the camera to above on this game, you can see all the different options for the circuit layouts.
Okay, Marcus. Marcus.
I can't
10
imagine
minutes
what
of fuel
F1 would have been
remaining.
like if they didn't have that chicane there. So Keith is currently running second, having not made a stop yet. Third is Rink, who's made 2 stops. Nice. Everyone has made 2 stops actually, apart from myself and Keith.
The track temperature is decreasing. It's now 14 Celsius. You're in the lead. Denton behind is pitted.
No, Darren got a drive-through for exceeding track limits too many times, and then has since done both of his, or 2 of his 3 mandatory pit stops. So when it all shakes out, I think he's going to be about maybe 10-15 seconds behind me, as long as I don't make mistakes.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Too heavy on the brakes there. He's in doing his final stop. That's interesting. He just wants them out of the way, wants to be on the track, get a rhythm. It might find him good track position as well. I definitely want to get past him. Shit, I'm not going to, have I?
We're setting the pace. You've just done a 158.16.
At least I'm close enough now to keep an eye on the actual gap. I know there's a lap difference, but if I could be closing it, then theoretically I should be able to get out ahead after my 2 stops. Caught a nasty little kick off a curb there and had to get right off it.
That's 5 minutes of fuel left.
Oh, this sun. Whose idea was to do it this... whose idea was it to do it at sunset? Stupid. Oh, there's someone parked up there. That looked like Keith. Whoa. Too much curb on the way in. Far too much curb on the way in. Oh, it's lovely when we get round to this bit and I can see again. Hey! Ricky Mac! How you doing, dude? Hey, mate. Totally understandable. I'll be honest, this is the first time I didn't really fancy it tonight because I really don't like this track. And obviously feeling a bit rough. I did a late night race last night.
Hunter is pitting from P3. Expect him to come out a bit behind you.
I'm coming in on this lap. No, I'm going to do one more. Got enough fuel for one more. Cheers, Pete.
Very little fuel left. Come into the pits at the end of this lap. Box this lap. Air temp's falling. It's now 14 Celsius. Right tyres are cold.
They're all cold. Nothing I can do about it.
It was a bit closer than I thought it was going to be.
I was toying with the idea of coming in and then changed my mind at the last minute.
You're leading. 2 litres left. Watch your speed. We expect there'll be no traffic on exit. When we exit the pits, we should be in P1.
I don't know how much. I think 30 litres should do it, shouldn't it? I'm going to go 33 on exit. That should be alright. Up we go. Up we go. Oh no, I've lost a few seconds there. Come on. Oh, I lost quite a lot. 3, 2,
15
1.
minutes remaining. 15 minutes to go.
Oh, that was terrible.
All clear. Push now.
Obviously, I've got one more stop to make.
Visser behind is pitting.
Now I think your setup is faster. I think even unrestricted I was getting like 283. It was about as good as I could get on the straight. Which car was that in? The Ferrari?
Yellow flag, be careful there. Slow car ahead.
I am on engine map 2 as well, which was part of my tyre preservation strategy. It's just slightly less aggressive on the throttle.
You're now in the lead.
Yeah, beautiful graphics of this game. This is on PC. Thank you, Mike.
On your right. Clear right.
Cheers, Mike. Do you know what? I think I'm going to dive into the pits on this lap.
Marcus, 10 minutes to go. That's
Just get
10
it done.
minutes left.
Tyres are horrible. was not good.
Look out for the pit speed limit.
Oh no, who's that that just got to drive
Plenty
through?
of space on the exit. We should come out into position 1.
I'm going to have 25 laps for 25 litres for 8 minutes. 25 divided by 3, 5 laps. Should be good. Should be good. I'm not going to second guess it this time. I'm just going to leave it. If I have a problem, I have a problem. I just have to reduce the engine map even further. Up we go, up we go, up we go, up we go. Yeah, that was a good one. That was alright. 1. That was better. Now, where do we reappear?
Exit's clear. Don't cross the white line.
Okay, I've got about 35 seconds. Let's hope I've judged the fuel right. Oh, it's Rig that got the drive through. Oh, man.
Your tyres are cold. Watch out.
We'll go engine map 3 for now, just in case. I've got a nice cushion, I just need to see it to the end.
Yellow flag.
Oh, this sunset, jeez.
Incident clear. Green flag.
At least it's not right on the point of turning in now on this bend.
You're now in the lead. Come on, Marcus. Just 5 minutes left. Hold your nerve. We can win this.
Keith's doing his final stop. I'm glad he remembered that in time.
Your front brakes are getting pretty hot.
Mike Berger on ahead. Darren's taken about 4 seconds out of me in the last lap or two. That's alright. Oh, don't get a drive. Don't get a warning. Whoa! Mike's had a little spinneroo. Starting to get darker at certain parts of the track now, for sure. I'll be grateful when that sun just buggers off, although it looks like we might get to the end of the race before it does. There'll be one more lap to go after this one, so I had nothing to worry about fuel-wise again.
Got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
I think every race I've done so far, I've ended up with about 10-15 minutes of fuel remaining because I panic in that last pit stop. Oh. And end up just dumping loads of fuel in to make sure. I mean, luckily it doesn't matter if you've got a healthy lead. But it's something I need to learn.
You know it's down cost.
Yeah, everybody got all their stops done. That's good. Mosquito just flew past my face. Piss off. I think it's already bitten me. Little arsehole.
One more lap to
Here we go. Last lap, boys and
Time
girls.
was 2 minutes.
That first word was boys. I sort of said boys. By the way, Jason Gard and Jason Daly, you are more than welcome to get involved in these. In fact, we would love you to. Obviously, we've only got a couple of races left in this season, but we do other events like the eco races, the GT4 v GT3, stuff like that. And the next season of this will be starting in only a few weeks anyway, I should imagine. I'd love you guys to get involved if you fancy it. Don't feel obliged, but by all means, you'd have to join our Sim Racing GP community. That's all you'd have to do to make sure that you're you can register for the events. 2 more bends to go. One of them done. And the final nasty little hairpin.
Excellent job there. Way to race.
Yes! Right, you know what we do. Cheers, mate. I'm so gutted you got that drive through because I think that would have been a really good battle.
I got wiped out coming out the pit as well.
Oh, you're joking. It is nasty, that pit exit and the pit entry. Shunter's coming.
3 litres left.
Sorry?
1.3 litres of fuel left.
Oh, well judged. I got 10.2. See if we can blow these tyres up. Whoa! That actually made me jump. Oh my god. Christ, that made me jump, Darren.
Oh, Marcus, your suspension's completely knackered. There's nothing we can do there.
Oh, apparently my suspension's completely knackered. Let's see, is it any good for donuts? Who's that?
Great win. You deserved that today.
Yeah. That was awesome, guys. Oops, I just changed my view somehow. Oh, is it? I'm up against a wall. Oh no, I think I'm actually can't go anywhere.
My FPS was about 20 at the end. Everything I thought was having an epileptic fit.
Right, replay time.
Yeah, that was tough. The temperature was dropping all the time as well. So
Yeah.
did everyone have their tyres there? Did
I didn't change any, but when you got your drive-through, I was very tempted, I'll be honest.
I only get fuel.
you actually get the tyre, the pressures set though, for each pit stop?
Couldn't change tyre pressures, no.
Like when you get
Well done, Marcus.
Thank you, mate. Well done, you. Sorry, Dad, say it again?
I say, do you actually get your tyres set when you set up your pit strategy, and each pit stop you can set the tyres, can't you?
Yeah, I see what you mean. No, I stupidly just put use current levels without knowing that the temperature was going to drop. I didn't increase them with each pit stop, which is silly.
So you had the settings that you started the race with. So.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
In fact, I don't think even if you don't change tyres, I don't think they change pressures anyway, do they? Even if you've set them.
No, the new tires got the new pressures.
Ah, right. Okay. Well done, everyone. That was really good fun.
I got the perfect start.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, that was fun.
I need to watch that replay actually to see who killed Darren.
There'll be some good replays, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely.
A few laps in between, so.
After
Yeah,
3
quite
laps, I got 3 warnings after 3 laps, and 5 laps before the end, I had to drive through.
Oh no! I got one warning, I think the first or second lap, and then managed to stay clear of them after that.
I needed to stay in front of you, of your boat.
Yeah, you did really well.
Yeah, your first 5 laps were great, and then all of a sudden, once you get behind, you can see the pressure gets to you, and then you started going wide. But before that, you was on it.
I don't
Yeah,
want
exactly.
to get the drive-through because I had three warnings in the first laps. But I already finally I got it in the last few laps.
Where did you finish in the end, Rick?
What do you say?
Which position did you finish in the end?
4 behind the Darren Hunter because of my drive-through.
Ah, okay. That's all right. Still decent points.
Yes.
And Darren, so if Darren got on the podium, that means extra power restrictor for him next week.
Yes, nice.
Are there is there an overall sort of championship standings anywhere?
Yep. You can see them on the Sim Racing GP. If you go into the championship that's set up there, it has it on there. Or I'll show it if you do end up watching this stream at any point. I'll whack it up on the screen.
Okay, yeah, I'll watch that. Yeah.
So you can see it. So, cool. All right, I'm turning Discord off, guys. Well done, everyone. Thanks very much. That was really good fun.
Nice one.
Cheers,
Well done,
everybody.
Peter.
Well done, everybody.
Until next time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cheers.
Bye.
Right. Discord off. Replay time. And what I mainly want to see, obviously, is that... Let's turn that off. Turn that one on. Oh, my chat box is all a bit strange. Hello, Chanduma Rathnayaka. Good to see you. Very sincere apologies for what I just did to your name in my pronunciation. Shall I have another go and try and do it sort of fluently? Chanduma Rathnayaka. That sounded quite good to me. But anyway, thank you for stopping by. Darren's pushed the talks on his wheel, so he can't chat to the Discord at the moment, but I've come off it anyway, so I really don't care. Good race, though, Darren. Got yourself third after what we're about to see. That's impressive. Let's get rid of that Riilo logo as well, shall we? Right. So let's watch Rink, because he was the one that ended up at the front. You were lucky. We'll see. We'll see just how lucky you were. Oh, here we go. Excuse me. I've noticed I don't cough during the race. It must be distraction. Oh, there we go. Tor got an absolute flyer. Look at Rink though. Wow. He was only one position ahead of me off the start line. Oh my god, that's ninja skills again. Oh, is it Tor? I think Tor just loses the back end, or was there a touch? Tor got nudged by, who is that? Keith? It's still going on. It is. It's like I missed it again. Oh Jesus! So I think it's Mike, is it? Yeah. I mean, that start by Rick, that's impressive stuff, and it goes through that gap as well. Yeah. So Mike gives him a little tap, sends him round. That's the bit that's funny. Darren's still getting back. Oh! Keith's having trouble up there. I think that's my favourite start of the season. Right. Now I want to watch it from Rig Visser's cockpit, because this must have been good. Just an amazing launch anyway. But then it's this bit really. Beautiful, because he's got Darren Hunter right in his mirror. And he's away. Right, now let's see what... who's it that got hit? Tor. Right, here we go. Tor actually got a decent start. Maybe just early on the brakes. Yeah, pretty early on the brakes there. Oh, very heavy on the brakes. There comes the knock. Oh, then into Darren. And look, oh, then who was that? That was Keith, I think. Darren was going for that side. It really was. Yeah, exactly, Martin. That was very much a WKG start. Yeah, total Bottas moment. Right. what else did I want to see from... I'm going to go forward now to... this is Rink. Holding off... Yeah. SMH indeed. Sydney Morning Herald. It wasn't even really holding us off. Look, he's got an amazing gap. I mean, we do get closer than that, but what a start. What an opening lap. Absolutely stunning. Especially considering of the three of us, he's the only one that's not getting any kind of tow. You took a track limits warning to cut the corner. Oh yeah, no, yeah, exactly, Keith. You might as well. If you got the warning anyway, just carry on. Although for some reason I got a double whammy one, didn't I, in the last race, where I cut one corner and got 2 track limit warnings. Really strange. Where was that? Where was that? Oh, maybe that was here. Yeah, it was here in the eco race. I don't even need to look at mine really. I had a really uneventful race. I don't think I even... I mean, I had a couple of overshoots in the first chicane. I don't think I spun or... Other than these early laps here where I'm up behind Darren Rayfield, it's kind of on my own. Oh, Darren's taking all the cones out there. Ah, okay. It's tempting on the last lap, if you've got no warnings or only one, as I had there, to... I'll be perfectly honest, if it was a really close fight between myself and Darren still on that final lap, knowing that I had a couple of off tracks in hand, I probably would have just sent it across a couple of corners. I mean, that's pretty underhand tactics. I'd like to think I'm better than that, but I don't think I would be. I'm just being honest. So still, we are now... It says 1 lap up there. This is the... We're on the 3rd lap, I believe. I think that's the... Well, yeah, 3rd time we've come down this straight. So, Rink has still got... Look at that. What? 10 car lengths? 15 car lengths? Maybe even more. The camera angle's sort of foreshortening it. Well, he's got 2 seconds anyway, I can tell you that. I know me and Darren Rayfield were battling a bit behind, but... Didn't feel like it was slowing us down. It's just Rink was absolutely flying. Right, so this is Rink being too good, so it's boring. So we're going to have to flick forward to when he's not so good. Right, Darren's gapped me a bit now. He's sort of found his groove. I think this might be... This lap, I think it might be a real charge down to the bend at the end of the straight. That I was pretty convinced Darren was going to come out ahead. Because he's got a lovely position for a draft. Is this where... Yeah, Rink's weaving back and forth. He knows what's coming. I'm expecting some pretty strong, robust defensive moves. Although actually Darren doesn't get much closer, so Rink must have just had amazing top end. Right, I think that's 1 track warning for both of them. I think if you flap down any of those little flappy banners on the side of there, that's immediately a track warning. Ooh, Rink ran very wide there. Darren did a little bit, but he's right on him again now. So if he gets this final hairpin right... Actually, no, I've lost where I am on the track, aren't I? Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. He gave me a little nudge. He did slow down, to be fair. Oh, no, I'm right on Darren's backside now. I don't think I made any kind of move. I think I just tried to scare him a little bit. It doesn't work with Darren. He's too focused. Right, anyway, again. Boring, good driving by Rink. Oh, we're both pretty close to him this time. I can't remember where it happened. I think he runs wide here. No, I was waiting to see an Audi's nose appear then. Whoa, oh no, it's just taking a wider line in. Is it at this first chicane? Could be. Darren's closing. No, it's minus 11% brake horsepower, so I'm not absolutely sure what that is in actual numbers. We benefited obviously from being behind Rink and using his slipstream, because I think acceleration out of the slower corners seemed to be where it felt like it hurt a little bit. But yeah, I don't know if it makes a huge difference. I mean, 11% off, let's say they've got 500 horsepower, so you're losing 55 horsepower, which is not an insignificant amount, but when you're talking up in the 500s in power, you're still talking 450 horsepower in a car that weighs next to nothing. So, but it might be just like the Darren. Actually, probably a better example is, oh no, because Darren had the 11% as well. I was going to say, because normally on this track he's proven to be much faster than me, but we were pretty even tonight. But that could have been set up or anything. Right, okay. This is where Darren does it. Yeah, I'd been more interested to have seen if Darren Rayfield had the power penalty and I hadn't, because we were obviously pretty close in times on this circuit anyway. Just to see what difference that made, whether it gave me an edge over him, which on equal terms he's faster than me, as I just said. Oh yeah, I tried to scare Rink here as well. I think oh no, it didn't work. He comes back across, but does he run wide here? No. Anyway, Darren's got Rink, and it took 6 laps to do it because he was on fire. Oh yeah, I remember that. Remember having to adjust my braking points a little bit. Any incidents after this overtake anyone wants me to have a look at? Anything specifically? Like I say, my race was, beyond this point, really uneventful. So, because after I get past Rink, I think I sort of hover between sort of 4 and 2 seconds with Darren until he gets his drive through, and that was it. So I think that's showing, that there is probably showing some of the difference the power restrictor makes. Because me being that close to Rink, ordinarily I'd have closed in or had a much better slipstream to go past. So it's just sort of taken the edge off, really. It's definitely not a hugely dramatic feeling in the car. Slightly less punchy coming out the slow corners, and as you saw there on the straight, even with what would have been an incredibly powerful slipstream, being that close to him wasn't enough to feel like I could pull out and just blast past. Rink's run wide, and yeah. Very fair driving there, Rink. He didn't... Oh no, it's come back, but I think this is where I do it. Oh yeah, he did a really late move. I remember that now. Really late little wiggle. Right. And then we kind of all three of us just sort of separate a little bit. So not a lot to see. We'll see Peter and Keith are quite close together. Oh, I thought they were. No, they're not. I mean, it's a big track, isn't it? It looks like everybody's just kind of on their own. Who's that? Oh, that's Mike. Mike in the pits. Was this a scheduled stop or... It wasn't a drive-through, was it? I don't think Mike got a drive-through. I had almost the same thing, Darren. Although I thought Peter had pulled over to let me through, so I thanked him. It turns out he just made a mistake. These are incidents that are going to crop up in every race, aren't they? Right, so that was a normal stop for Mike. Took a while, so I'm assuming he put tyres on as well. Where is Darren Hunter? Yeah, it's such a big track, and with any little incidents that split the field up, it's likely it's never going to come back together again. So I think everyone was kind of just racing around on their own. So with that in mind, and the fact that I'm probably not going to find anything particularly exciting, although look, Rink is right up my arse still. Did he really? Oh, I missed him now. He's gone wide again, but he obviously did stay really close to me after I got past. Don't remember that. I was just focusing ahead. Yeah, Keith doing what Keith does best. Oh, you had damage, Mike. Yeah, of course. Yeah, this one's too extreme. You don't want anything like Bathurst, where the slightest little off just kills you. But this one, it just doesn't punish you at all. So, gravel traps is both the past and the future. It should surely, not just talking about these races, but in F1, bring back gravel traps. Because then you can't just have, like I did many times in this race, just sort of momentary lapses in concentration, but get away with losing half a second to a second in that lap or something and nothing more. If you come off and you hit a gravel trap. Would you really? See, I love Bathurst as well, but I do find it frustrating that getting a millimetre offline, you can graze a wall and cause 10-15 seconds worth of damage to your car. But I do love it. To drive, I love it. Our next race, by the way, is... Well, unless we're doing an eco race, which... What's our next league race track? Tell you what I'll do. I will go to... Misano. Another... Oh, I have done... excuse me. I have done a few laps on Misano. Oh, someone's phoning me. That's Emma. Right, hang on. Got to do the usual. Hello, you are live on TV to 6 people. Please do not swear. What's wrong?
I think I'm just letting you know, I'm just going to go and get Lucas.
Why? Where is he?
He's playing tennis, but his bollock is hurting and he can't walk properly, so...
Oh, okay. Alright. Darren's asked, did you find the batteries? She did, Darren, and that meant I was subjected to a program that I now absolutely love, but I moaned about it at the time, called Below Deck. But I'm now addicted to it. It's one of these really trashy reality programs, but I love it now. Anyway, yeah, okay, so there's that. I'm coming in the mo anyway.
Just going to pick up things for my tea, so...
Oh, nice. Okay. Alright, have fun. See you in a bit. Bye. Bye. Love you, bye. Laguna Seca is the next track we're doing on the DGSR League. And I've never driven that either. So that's going to be interesting. But yeah, I think I've heard that before. It might have been you actually, Rick, that mentioned it. That it's obviously more forgiving than Mount Panorama, but not as safe as this huge car park that we raced in tonight. Yeah, so Misano is our next league race. Darren, by the way, Darren Rayfield, there is the standings. Obviously, plus whatever tonight's points were. So I won, didn't I? What did you get for winning? 25. And you came second, which is 18. Jamie sadly didn't finish, but again, remember, we're now... So that's after 7 rounds. So we're now... I mean, I've got to do... I finished first or third in every race. So I'm going to have either more wins or some seconds to actually improve my points tally. If you see what I mean? Because if I get anything less than a third, I might as well have not even turned up because the points won't count. Anyway. Oh, GT4, GT3. Yes, that is happening on Saturday, usual time. And Barcelona we are doing. Keith, you are in a GT3 again, but you did get second place for last week's race, although that wasn't counting towards any points. We'll start the series from this race. That was like a tester. Tor, you need to move to a GT4. Darren Ray Hunter, you're moving to a GT3. And we should all be familiar with Barcelona. Obviously, it was our opening league race. I think we did a few other races there, so should be fun. That's a track I do like. It's good fun. Your name is on the telly. Oh, well, up on the standings. Yeah, man. I mean, look. Get yourself in for at least one more race so that you can try and beat Martin Bjorkvik and Mike Bergeron. Put some pressure on Toran and Martinusson. Grab yourself some points, mate. To be honest, how many races have you done? Have you done 2 of the league races? So if you're able to make, and I think you finished quite well. So if you're able to make the final 3 at Misano, Nürburgring and Zolder, you could get a decent haul of points and scare a few of the other guys around. But anyway, besides that, it'd be good to see you there. But I understand things get in the way. Saturday, what time do we do the GT4 v GT3? 12:30, I think it was, midday-ish. Oh, let me check. Oh no, I won't be able to see because I can't get on, or can I? Hang on. Let me have a look. I think it's logged me out. Oh, this is so annoying. Yeah, no, I can't be asked for that. It's asking me to go through Steam authentication to get in. Is it 7:30? Why did I think it was during the day? Oh, I'm thinking of our Bathurst 2.4. Although that wasn't at midday either, was it? That was at 3. I don't know what I'm thinking of then. Yeah, 7. Okay, so 7:30 in the evening. You can pick. In fact, theoretically, this is the first official race of the series. So everybody is free to pick either a GT3 or a GT4. Or should we stick to the rules based on the opening race last week? The tester race. Where Tor now needs a GT4 and Darren needs a GT3. I don't know. I'll have a think about that. But Rick, you are free to choose because you didn't race. So you're free to choose either category car. Quite simply, if you win in GT3, you have to pick a GT4 for the following race. If you lose in GT4, you have to pick a GT3 the following race. And there are points, if you're in a GT4, there are points for how many GT3s you can finish ahead of. There will be fastest lap points, and then an overall finishing position for everybody. Yeah, that's a good point. Change the camera. Oh yeah, sorry. Oh, no, wrong button. Oh, there it is. I mean, to be honest, there's not much more to see without that up here. I'm just watching Rig go round just quite nicely. Let's watch Daz Rayfield. Yeah, there needs to be a split. How would we work that out? What, in terms of time? I don't know. Yeah, maybe we could put some thought into that, because I'm not quite sure how we'd work that. It's a random grid, by the way, but with GT4s going first and GT3s. And obviously, the most exciting part of this whole series is that you get to watch a live draw of your name coming out of a hat. More than 3 would be good. What, GT4s? Yeah. Yeah, we only had 3 of each, actually, didn't we? Oh, definitely, mate. Yeah, bring them along, as long as they're not too good. No, anyone's welcome. Right, I'm going to wrap up anyway. More than 3 total. Yeah, that'd be nice. No, we had 6, didn't we? We had 3 GT3s, 3 GT4s. Oh, there's only 3 signed up at the moment, aren't there? Right, yeah, get yourself signed up anyway if you're going to do it. Choose your car wisely. Do you know what? I'll say it now. You have to... Darren, you need a GT3. Tor, you have to be in a GT4. There we go. That's it. Bottom line. Rick, you can choose whatever car you like. Darren Rayfield and myself also have to remain in GT4. Yeah, done. Right, I'm going to wrap up anyway because my throat is getting even worse. And I've got nothing else to say, to be honest. I think I've done enough. I think I've bored you all enough. Not the most exciting race for on-track action, but I found it very exciting not knowing where I was going to reappear after the pit stops. Strategy is always something I find quite intriguing and exciting in racing. So, yeah. Mondays on the Celtic Bromance channel, there's the random races, random cars and tracks, 5 races, and you get given the car randomly. Oh, I'm not sure I'm brave enough to try that yet, just being given a random car. Excuse me. I will pop in on one of those, at least one of those, Rick. That does sound fun, and then I'll just hope it's a car I've driven before and quite like. But we shall see. Anyway, thanks, guys. Tomorrow, nothing's happening tomorrow. I'm possibly doing the WTRL team time trial with the Go-Go Juicers. But I think I'm going to have quite a rapid recovery overnight to feel like I can do that. What's Darren doing there? Oh, that was his drive-through, wasn't it? Otherwise, we'll set up an eco race on Misano for Friday night. And then Saturday, God, it's a full schedule now, isn't it? Saturday, GT4 v GT3. Nothing planned for Sunday. Nothing planned for Mondays either, is there? Do we do anything on Mondays? Don't think we do. Tuesday, then, is DGSR race, and then back rounds to Wednesday. So Mondays, because we don't have anything scheduled, maybe this Celtic Bromance thing could be a good thing for us to turn up to en masse. Could be fun. Anyway, I'm off. I'll be waffling again. Thank you all, and have a good night. Thank you for racing. Thank you for watching. Unlucky Darren on your drive-through. Unlucky everyone else on the crash at the beginning. But cat race on Monday night. I am meaning to do it because I've entered Pickle's climbing challenge. I've not actually touched the bike yet, so I do need to get some miles in. Cheers, Rick. Take care, mate. But again, this would have to be a very miraculous recovery for me to fancy that. But I've got a whole weekend, but we'll see. Right, I actually am going now. Thank you, guys. Catch you on the next one.